I don't want to take up a lot of your time. What I really want to do is share with you how I do what I do and how much it costs me to do what I do and how I make money doing what I do. A lot of people think it's magic or voodoo. It's not, but I will tell you that it is something that not everybody is able to do. And because not everyone is able to do it, naturally, that puts me in a good position. Also, because of the way that it is set up, this is something that is in high demand because of the way that I present it. Now, what we have is a situation where today it's a little bit different than it was 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, due to social media. Internet media is just as strong. There is not a news site, there is not a magazine that does not have an internet presence. And what's most important about this is not that this is seen as a form of advertising, but that it's understood as a powerful piece of marketing. Marketing in the sense of branding, for positioning, for authority. And so what is very, very powerful is when people begin to do things that boost their authority. And that's what I love about this business. That's why I love my job. There are a lot of people, I'm sure you've met them, you may even be one of them, that are an expert in their field, or highly qualified in their field, or creative in their field, or inventive in their field, or they have come up with something new, or they just do what they do very well, but they're not recognized. And they oftentimes lose out to competitors. And what we do is we help people get recognized for their expertise, for who they are. This goes all the way from entertainers like musicians and singers to politicians to regular authors who are selling books that are fiction-based, but especially nonfiction authors, and especially coaches and consultants and all kinds of people who are experts in their field, physicians, attorneys. These are people who need to be recognized in their field. And there's a burger place that I really enjoy. And if you're here in the States, then you have probably been there, and it's called Five Guys. They've grown phenomenally over the last few years, franchising all over the country. If you recall, when you go inside Five Guys, what do they have all over their walls? What they have are endorsements. What they have is the media coverage that they've been in, the reviews that they've gotten. One of the things that is interesting, because I'm in this field, I actually started reading them. And if you read them, not all of these reviews said they were the best. In fact, on one of them, there's a star rating of up to 5 stars, 4 or 5 stars, and they only got 2 stars on this listing. But they're bragging that they were in this particular publication. And that's the power of that, because most people just see, hey, they were listed in XYZ magazine or newspaper. And on this list was a chart of best places to eat or something of that nature. And that they use inside their own store. Think about this. You have already taken the time to walk inside. It's very, very rare that someone walks into a burger joint and leaves. In fact, as you're reading these things on the walls, you've probably started eating already because you did not notice them before you started eating. That's the power of this, because it begins to do what's called indoctrination. What it does is it captures what we call mind share. And it begins to put things in people's head that says, hey, this is a trustworthy place. This is a quality place. This is somewhere that I want to continue to do business with. Guys, I'm really excited that you're here. I want to welcome you to this call, because what I am starting is called the Publicity Rockstar group. Now, this kind of has two sides to the coin, and I'm glad that you guys are here for this side of the coin, because tonight, over the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to share with you exactly what I do. I'm going to tell you how much I make. I'm going to tell you what it costs, and I'm going to tell you how you can do it too. So if you're taking notes, please do. You still got a couple minutes. If you don't have pen and paper ready, or you want to open up and you want to get your notepad open, or Microsoft Word or something like that, then now would definitely be the time to do that, because we have got some cool things happening here. I am super excited for this thing here. This is different because as I've been talking with people, people are curious. They're saying, well, hey, Mo, aren't you creating competition for yourself? And that is why this is so powerful, because most people see things as a competition, as a contest. But the reality is, by putting this group together, we're not competitors, we're collaborators. We're going to work together, and as that old saying goes, a rising tide raises all ships, right? We each have our own independent ship, can go the direction we want, but what's exciting about this is that as we work together, we will actually have more power together. And there are some high-level things that I really want to get involved with, but it requires manpower and it requires finances. And so if we are splitting things, it becomes very affordable for all of us to do those things at the higher end. So you guys can see the screen here, moving it here, Publicity Rockstar. Can you guys see that there? Somebody type into the checkbox there. Whitfield says social proof. Social proof is so powerful. Very, very powerful. It is more powerful. It is, according to studies, it is about 83% more powerful than an advertisement. If I put out an advertisement that says, hey, come eat at my restaurant, it is not the same as a publication saying, hey, go eat at this restaurant. It's just powerful. People just trust the media. In fact, I just wrote an article for Forbes.com, and that should be getting up there whenever that is. I'll show it all to you, but I literally just submitted it yesterday. It's in the editorial process, and I'm talking about how people trust the media. That people, when they see an advertisement, their guard comes up. Interestingly enough, when a person sees the news, their guard goes down. Now that's something to think about. That you actually are in a situation where you're able to sell without really selling, without having that barrier that people have, that they don't want to be sold anything. Guys, please, again, can somebody confirm? I want to go through this and allow those on the web to see this screen. Tell me that you can see this screen. It says Book Publishing Consultant. Can see. Excellent. So let me go through some of the ways that I make money, how you guys will be able to make money with this also, right? So one of the things is, as a book publishing consultant, the way that this works is there's a lot of people out there who want to self-publish. They've tried the traditional route to get a publisher, tired of the runaround, tired of all of the challenges that they face dealing with their copyright ownership and money, percentage royalties and attorneys and all of these kinds of things. And amazingly, to get a book deal can take 6 to 8 months and then another 12 months for them to actually put it out. So you're talking almost 2 years when you are trying to put a book out through a traditional publisher. Well, guess what? You will be able to do what I do, which is get somebody's book published in a matter of months. You see, nowadays there are people out there called ghost writers. So if your client doesn't like to write, doesn't know how to write, then somebody will actually write the book for them. And now that doesn't mean they're making it up. Here's how it usually works. This person is interviewed over the telephone, and then notes are taken, and then the book is written based off of those notes, and they do that one chapter at a time. People will pay, as they pay me, I've been paid up to $20,000 to create and publish a book for my students. Think about that, $20,000 for you to coordinate between the editor and the ghostwriter and get the book published. There's some self-publishing platforms. One of the simplest and probably most notable ones is going to be CreateSpace, which is owned by Amazon. Okay, people will pay you a consulting fee to create the book. They will pay you a publishing fee to get the book published, and then they'll pay you a marketing fee, right? I'm going to train you on how to do this. If this is something you're interested in, if you'd like to do that, I'm going to train you on how to do that. Now, Amazon doesn't charge anything to publish a book. Now, CreateSpace is on demand, which means that all you do is you give Amazon a file for free. Amazon will then put that in the Amazon directory of books. When someone goes to order that book, Amazon prints that one book on demand. So it's not like they've got to buy 500 books or 1,000 books or even 20 books. I do recommend, though, and there are some places like 48 Hour Print and other places that will print short runs of a book for you, paperback or hardback. And it's very affordable. I mean, you're talking maybe $10 a book, right? Again, if you charge somebody $10,000, $20,000 and say, hey, I'm going to get your book made for you. It's going to be written. It's going to be edited. You're going to spend a few $1,000s on a ghostwriter, a few $1,000s less on the editor. You can, on the $10,000 sale, you can easily walk away with $5,000. On a $20,000 sale, you can walk away with over $10,000 easily on this kind of a thing. This is what I do, and I don't apologize for it. I charge a lot for what I do. I prefer high-paying customers. I prefer those people with strong budgets because they have more realistic expectations. They give you less hassle, and I am able to provide more value. If I charge somebody $500, just enough to pay my electric bill or something, then I am going to be struggling to focus on what I'm doing with them. I want to encourage you guys, when you find out some of the other things that I share and how little I pay, I want to encourage you not to try and lowball in this industry. There's a lot of people out there who just go for the low-hanging fruit and, hey, I'll do this for $100. That's fine, but first of all, you're cutting yourself short. Right? You're selling yourself short. You can make more. There are people who will pay more, and you can make it worth more because you can add extras in there because you now have a budget, right? That's why, cars that cost more have more things. Well, you want that I was about to say, do you want that cassette radio? I'm a little old, huh? So I'm kind of out of touch. If you want those leather seats, if you want the sunroof, it's going to cost you more for that. They charge you more so that they can give you that extra value. It's the same thing. You can sell jewelry, and maybe the jewelry itself is only worth $300. But if you put it in a nice box, well, now you can charge $350 just by spending $5 on a nice box. $5 on a box, I can get them for 30 cents. Sure, you could. Or you can step it up and give them something extra. And that's what you're going to find through this whole thing of Publicity Rockstar, is that we get things very inexpensively, but we add a lot of value. This is not overpriced. This is not opulent. This is not luxurious. This is actually designed for you to be able to add value. People are going to have questions. You're going to spend a lot of time directing people. You're going to be encouraging people because they're going to have doubts. Oh, can I be a book published author? Can I become a bestseller? Oh, I don't know if I have anything to write. I don't know if what I have to say is good enough that people will want. These are all the things that you're going to help people with, as well as all of this coordination. So, book creation fee, book publishing fee, book marketing fee. I'm going to train you on how to do that. Now, I'm going to move on here, but if you have a question, guys, if you're on the phone, hit *6, and I'll get a notification and I'll answer your question. Or you can raise your hand in the Q&A if you're here on the web. Okay, if you have questions about any of this stuff that I'm talking about, I want to go through this quickly because I don't want to keep you guys here all night. So, book publishing consultant, that's one piece of the pie of what we do, right? This is where we are right now. We're talking about this agency pilot program. This is the first of the training. This is the introduction to the agency pilot program where you get to start up your own profitable web agency. I'm not sure why that picture's there. That's a weird picture to be put there. But best-selling author, this is part 2 of that piece, right? Part 2 of the author is the best-selling consultant. So if you have somebody who makes the book or wants a book published for them, you probably automatically are going to add this piece to it. But there's a ton of authors out there who already have books out, but they did not make it onto a bestseller list. There's a question here from Adam. Do you offer them as a package or do you offer them separate? I think, Adam, what you're asking is the consulting fee, publishing fee, marketing fee. That's totally up to you. That you can do just a package, or you can itemize and give them it really, and we'll talk about that on Monday's training on how to price and how to package. We'll specifically talk about that because that's going to be more along the lines of your comfort zone, your preference, how you're targeting, who you're targeting, and that's going to make a difference in how you set that up. Me personally, I generally do packages. That's all inclusive. I say it's $15,000. It's, if you go to the guaranteed news coverage website, that package is $10,000. And $10,000, now I tell them that breaks out to whatever, $900 a month or something like that. But $10,000, then I put them in the news once a month, minimum every month for a year. So I prefer packages. Same thing with if I'm going to publish their book, if I'm going to charge you $10,000, $20,000 to publish your book, that's going to include the writing of the book. That's going to include the editing of the book. That's going to include several copies of the book printed up. That's going to include the distribution through Amazon at least, and that is going to include marketing campaign to get that book out there and show them how to use it and leverage it. That's the book best-selling author consultant. When I certify you as that, you're going to charge a bestseller promotion fee. Now, there are a ton of best-selling charts, and that's really what it means to be a bestseller. It means that you chart it. Some people have an issue with this term because each one works differently, and I don't even bother with that. What I know for a fact, this is a fact, that the news media pays attention when somebody says they are a best-selling author. You take a pitch and you say, hey, I am XYZ expert, and I want to share XYZ with your audience, or I want to respond to a question, or whatever it is, and you get the exact same pitch from another expert who does the same thing. One is a best-selling author, one is not. Every single time you're going to get that. Same thing as a speaker. When you mail somebody a book instead of a press kit and say, this is my best-selling book, you get booked 70, 80% more often than the people who do not have it. This is a fact. So now, whether or not this is gaming the system or whatever people want to call it, I don't know. I don't care. What I know is that it's valuable, it's valid, and it works. We are not cheating in any way, shape, or form, and we are not doing anything that is illegal or immoral because I would not do that. Everyone has a different way so this is the way I see it. I see it as working smart. If I have 100 friends and I'm in a competition, and the competition says that whoever has the best crowd response, which is what best-selling author means, right? It's the best crowd response. Then at this talent show, I'm going to have my 100 friends come, and I'm going to spread them throughout the audience. And I'm going to be like, man, when it's my turn, I want you guys to cheer like it's nobody's business. Did I cheat because I asked for my friends to come? No, not at all. It's a part of marketing and promotion. And so you have things like the New York Times, which is the best known. The way the New York Times works is they do actually a lot of mom and pop businesses. And what they do is it's based off of the number of books shipped, not necessarily sold, but shipped to the stores. And so it takes about, I would say, between 5,000 and 10,000 units shipped. And if they go to the right stores in the right quantities, then you make the New York Times bestseller list, right? Now, USA Today is different. USA Today just looks at Nielsen book scan. Nielsen tracks those that are scanning it, and they say, okay, we don't care what genre it is. We don't care if it's fiction, nonfiction, if it's a comic book. We don't care what it is. All books are the same, and then this one sold the most this week. That's how they rank. Everybody ranks differently. Well, the number one bookseller on the planet is Amazon. They have over 33 million titles, and they ship them everywhere in the world. Amazon has an interesting ranking system. Amazon ranks every hour. That's how fast they sell. They sell books so fast that their ranking is based on the hour, not the week. New York Times runs from Sunday to Sunday, right? Amazon runs from hour to hour and day to day. So what we do is we schedule a promotion. We tell people, we say, hey, we're putting out this book. And so on this day, we want you to buy. Tuesday is the day the book comes out. Please buy it on Tuesday. So everybody goes and buys on Tuesday. Amazon aggregates that and averages it out and says, hey, this person makes our top 100 list. Now, if you make it to the top 100, then you are an Amazon bestseller. Now, the way that we work it, because of the timed promotion, normally a person is going to be somewhere between spot number 1 and 5 with the promotions that we do. The beauty of our group is we're going to start working together. And as we all start working together, once this opens up publicly, we will be able to turn any book into a bestseller because we all will support each other. We'll do a 99-cent promo, and, you know, everybody spends 99 cents. We get maybe 50 people to do that. Boom. That person charts, and now they are an Amazon bestseller. In the meantime, until we get enough people, I will guarantee everyone in the pilot program, it doesn't matter how many you submit, I will make sure it becomes an Amazon bestseller. So you talk to your clients, you charge whatever amount you want to charge. It's free for you for being a part of this pilot program, okay? So that sounds like a good deal to you. Go ahead and type, oh, yeah, in the message box that you get free bestseller status for all of your clients, right? Oh, yeah, thanks. Okay. So here's the thing. One of the things that we are going to do, David has to be different. He just wrote, yeah, man. I said, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah. Remember the Kool-Aid man where he would bust through the wall? Am I being old again? Okay, sorry. Anyways, here's one of the things that is going to happen. We are going to put together two things that you're really going to love. Number one is we're going to put together a book of publicity rock stars, right? And guess who's going to be in the book? You are. You're going to have your own chapter in the book. So you will be able to present yourself to potential clients. You'll be able to present yourself just in general as a best-selling author, because we're going to collaborate, we're going to work together, and we're going to make our book a bestseller, and then that is going to be a credential that you carry. Guys, please understand the power of this. Please understand the power of what we do. When a person gets placed in the news, when a person becomes a best-selling author, that is a forever title. That's why I say don't undersell it. Don't say, okay, hey man, give me $100 because I need to pay my internet bill, right? I'll turn you into a bestseller. Don't do that, because this person is going to be a bestseller for the rest of their life, and they're going to use this in their career trajectory no matter what they do. Even if they switch and do something else, they're still considered a best-selling author. That's still going to get them media coverage. That's still going to open doors for them. Charge them for that, because it is an investment they're making into their own future. If you have questions, *6, or raise your hand or type into the chat. Other thing that we do that I'll certify you in is you're going to get paid to put your clients in the news, okay? Now, this is a multi-step approach. We have multiple levels here. I think a lot of people say, oh, these are press releases. They're not press releases. These are actual news articles. Press releases, the media doesn't care about. They don't pay attention to that. But because what we do gets featured in Google News, media picks this up. Almost every time I do this, someone at least from their local news, whether it be a newspaper or whether it be the news channel on television, picks them up and either just takes it outright and just takes a piece of it or the whole thing and reprints it, or they interview that person or they call that person, or they use it and pull the key points from it and write their own article. This happens all the time. You're going to be able to do this, okay? Now, you see on here things like Oprah Winfrey Show, Good Morning America, right? These are things that are difficult to get into. Wall Street Journal, you got to have a strong story to get in there. We have two types of syndication, and that's how we do this. I have my own news network. I'm going to take you over there now. This is one of the things that separates me from many of the others. I've been working on this for several years. I've been building up the various syndications that are out there. If you go to correspondentnews.com, a news correspondent is anybody who contributes to the news. And so the purpose of this is to get a group of people like yourself. I've been working on this for about 2.5 years now. You are going to be able to submit news, and it will go on this site. This site has what is called syndication, kind of like RSS, right? You got a RSS feed. Whenever you see news, you've heard of Associated Press, you've heard of Reuters, you'll see your news channel. That's why all the news channels, they have the same story, the same information. You change the channels or you read different newspapers. They all say the same things because most of the news is syndicated. I am basically a distributor of news, and the news media picks up what I have to offer. And so you are now going to have access to this. Now, here's what's going to happen. When we have enough frequency for this, I will submit this to Google News, which means every news story we print automatically goes into Google News for free. That means you are going to be able to submit to Google News. It won't cost you anything. You charge your client anything. From there, we have an upgraded standard distribution, and there's a cost associated with that. The cost associated with that is anywhere between $5 and $35 per news release, okay? The way that that works is going to be dependent upon the level of training you have and how you are involved in this group. As time goes on, you will actually get it down to $5 per release that you write. News article that you submit, it's going to go into ABC, NBC, CBS, CW, Fox, all of these news channel affiliate websites. Google is going to pick them up, and these are legit websites, right? Then we have two upgrades, one that gets you into Associated Press and Yahoo News. Yahoo News will carry it. Then we have a partnership with one of the largest news wires called PR Newswire, and that is going to get all kinds of things. It'll get you into more news channels. It'll get you into Yahoo News, Google News. It'll get you into the biz journals. It'll get you. Now, that's a little more expensive. That one costs you $3.99 to be involved with that. But you don't have to have a membership with PR Newswire to do so. Normally, you have to have a PR Newswire membership, which is an annual fee plus a monthly fee. I'm already paying that. So you're going to go under my subscription, and you just pay the cost of that. Now, what I charge clients, bare minimum for the release that costs me $5 to $35, bare minimum that I charge them is $250. Now, I've had some wholesalers, some publicists who come to us. They will charge as low as $97. I don't recommend you sell it that low. I definitely don't recommend that you sell it lower than that. Again, don't cut yourself short because you still have to write or edit this article. Now, I don't write the articles usually. We have a source that when you become a pilot, I'll give it to you, that it'll only cost you $35 to have somebody write the article for you. And this is an American native English speaker who will write the article and understands the Associated Press style guides, and it will be official and legit and a good quality article, and you don't have to do anything. We have a form that we use on Google Forms. We have the customer fill out this survey to give us information, and then we use that to write their article. So Google Docs are free. I'm going to give that to you. You're going to have the survey to give your customer to fill out. Your customer is going to fill it out. You can then either write it yourself, save the money, or you can pay $35 and have one of the, and there's many writers. This is a source where there's a bunch of writers. So you don't have to worry that you're waiting or anything like that. There's hundreds of writers there, and they'll all charge the same for this. So you'll get that, and then again, I recommend you charge $2.99 for that. The one that cost me $3.99, I charge a minimum of $1,500 for. Okay. Again, you got to get somebody to write the article, but that one has a couple extra things in it. You get, the syndicated picture, and there's all kinds of extras that come with that. That's our partnership with PR Newswire. So I don't believe in charging cheap. First of all, because it devalues the service, and this is a valuable service. A person can start to say, hey, I've been seen on Good Morning America, or I've been seen in Washington Post, or once they say that, that's something that they can say forever. I know. There's certain places like St. Petersburg Times. First time I was in the St. Petersburg Times was in 1997. The last time I was in the St. Petersburg Times, 2000, I'd have to ask my wife when that was. I think it was when we were doing a teen club there in St. Petersburg. So that had to be like, I don't know, 2006, 2008, somewhere. It was before 2010, I can tell you that. So it's been a while since I've been in the quote-unquote St. Petersburg Times, but I talk about that all the time. Hey, yeah, I've been featured in the St. Petersburg Times. Why? Because I was, and I've been featured in it multiple times, and so that's a forever thing. So this has value, guys. Make sure that you recognize the value of what you're offering to people. Again, $5 to $35, and that's what most people are going to go for, and you're going to charge easily $200 to $300 for that. That includes the writing of the article and distribution of the article, correspondent news network syndication. Now, I am a writer for Forbes magazine. I'm a writer for Huffington Post. I'm a writer for BuzzFeed. I've got a submission into Business Insider and some other places. So as I continue to do these things, I'll be opening those doors for you guys if you want to become a contributing writer for those. It's powerful to tell your clients that, hey, I'm a contributing writer to Forbes. I'm a contributing writer to Huffington Post. Just that alone is powerful. It's even more powerful, though, when you can start taking your customers and you can charge them to be put into those publications. Again, it gives them that social proof, and it gives them the ability to do that. Here's something that's really cool that you'll be able to do, which is this new thing that's been happening is the news coverage consultants, what we just talked about there, but this contributing correspondent journalist. This is called citizen journalism, where you are writing about everyday life things. And what's interesting is people will pay you to write an article about their restaurant or their business. They'll pay you a consulting fee. They'll pay you, they'll give you free airfare. They'll give you free hotel. Hey, I want to go to Miami, so I would love to do an article. I'm a contributing journalist to Correspondent News Network. This is not something for you to scam with, guys, because there is a part that you have to do. At some point, if you get a free meal at a restaurant, you have to write a review about that restaurant, okay? One of the things that's going to happen is we are actually going to be giving you press credentials, okay? You are going to get a legitimate press pass. Let me show you something here. What we are going to do is we will add you, we'll add a corresponding staff here, and your picture will be on the website, your name will be on the website, and a brief bio will be about you on the website. You will get an actual press pass that will have your name on it, your picture on it. It will say correspondent news on it. It will have the correspondent news phone number on it. So people will be able to call. When you're on assignment, you'll be able to let us know you're on assignment. So somebody can call and verify your credentials. They can say, hey, I've got Adam Holmes here who's saying that he's a reporter with your news agency. Yep, he should be on assignment right now, and we'll tell them what you're doing. And they'll say, oh, yeah, well, as a matter of fact, this is the Michael Jackson Resurrection concert, which is, you know, packed out and sold out 8 times in a row. So you're going to get this press pass, a legit hard press pass, that you can go, you can get into political events, you can get into concerts, you can get meals, you can, whatever you want to do. The harder things like airfare and hotels, you probably will want to write some articles first, get some stuff happening so that you can show them that you do this. It'll be a little more difficult to start, but once you start doing this, citizen journalism is just a thing that you will be able to do. And you can get those free benefits. The other element is, again, you just going around the community and getting a consulting or article writing fee as you do these types of things. So again, you'll get this legitimate press pass, free hotels and travel, free concerts and events, meals, clothing, and more. There are companies that will send you products to review, right? And you don't have to just write, guys. You can do video. You can do video, so you say, well, I don't like to write. If you like to talk, then fine. Talk it out. You can do this. You don't want to do video. You want to do audio only. Well, that's fine too, because one of the things that you're going to be getting is this internet radio consultant. We will set you up with your own internet radio show if you want it. All of these things are optional. That's the beauty of this. There's so many different ways that you can operate in this, and you can start with one and grow into it, or you can jump in and do it all. It doesn't matter. But you also will be able to book your clients on a radio tour. Okay, so we're building just going to the website here. We are building an internet radio network, and so it's called the I Grow Your Biz Live Network, which is the parent company that I have. And so this here is, we will have multiple shows on here available that you will be able to participate in. So you can either have your own show, or you can put your clients to be interviewed on the show. Now, the beauty of this is, just like this, you'll just have a conversation over a free conference call line. You'll give that audio to us. We'll do all the post-production. We'll do all the graphics. We'll do all the uploading. You won't have to do all of that hard work that's necessary for internet radio or a podcast. Makes it really easy, and you get that for free, unlimited. However many customers you have, we'll interview every single one of them. We'll also do a book that way. We're going to do a quarterly book. This book will be business rock stars, or who knows, we'll call it something, and basically they'll fill out a form that they'll answer questions, and then it'll be a Q&A book. And so now you get to put your customers in here in a book that will turn into a bestseller. It's an added value that you can give them for free, or you can charge. Again, most of this stuff doesn't cost you anything in the pilot program. You get to use this an unlimited number of times, and you can determine what you want to give to your clients as a free bonus, or what you want to give them for free. Okay? We talked about the news coverage consultant. The way you get paid there is a news article writing fee, the news syndication fee, and a publicity or a marketing fee. Now, this is just an overview of what we have available right now. We have a lot of things going on. I have a recorded training that I'm going to be releasing on Saturday. That's going to be the next training. And then on Monday, Monday is the big day. Monday is the day that I will be telling you how to make $400 to $1,300 fast. That's, when I say fast, that's next week, right? This is a way that if you follow this step by step, I guarantee you'll make $400 to $1,300. $400 is you putting in very little part-time effort, like you might decide, well, I'm only going to put in 1 or 2 hours. You'll make $400. If you say, you know what, I'm willing to put in maybe 10 hours or more, then you're going to be up on that $1,300 pace, guys. The purpose of this is for you, first of all, to add value to the marketplace, to be able to help people. But you also need to be able to make money. You got to pay your bills and hopefully begin to build wealth for your family, right? This is going to change lives. I don't do this all the time. I spoke with a gentleman and he was saying, hey, Mo, you know, it seems to me like this is costing you more than it's costing them. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. But the goal is to get a whole group of people where we are sharing. You know, to be transparent with you, there's an organization that I want us to join, but it costs about $15,000 per month. So I can either pay $15,000 a month to get high-level access to news distribution, or I can have 1,000 people, and now we are all paying just a few bucks a month to make sure that's taken care of. Forbes has its brand builder, which is $75,000 per month, minimum of 4-month commitment. So you got to give them $300,000 up front. Guys, I'm not rolling like that. So it's can them $300,000. But if we have 1,000 people, then that's something that we can make happen. We can split up that $75,000 a month, right? So that's something that I'm looking to do. Teamwork makes the dream work. This is not for people who are selfish. This is not for people who want to hoard secrets. I'm revealing to you exactly what it costs, exactly what I do. Some of you guys have been clients of mine. Some of you guys look to be clients. I'm just sharing with you what I'm open and transparent here, right? I am doing this because I want to help people, but naturally, I want to benefit from this as well. It's a win-win-win situation. You win, I win, and our clients win, right? Remember I told you there's 2 sides of the coin of this? That group that you came a part of this from was secret. I don't know if you noticed, but I turned it to public closed, right? It's closed because people can't see what's being posted, but anybody can find the group. I'm going to start advertising that group, and that group is going to be full of people, business owners, entrepreneurs, professionals who want to learn about media coverage. And we're going to give them a lot of free information on how to do it yourself, but a lot of people are going to want somebody to do it for them. And guess who the only people recommended are going to be? You guys who have gone through this training, you guys who have been certified in these particular areas, okay? So I want you to succeed. I want you to make money. On Monday, we're going to have this training. Here's how it works. If you want to continue, this sounds good to you, and again, I haven't scratched the surface of all that we're going to be doing. I wanted to just give you an overview and let you know really how it is I make so much money. And how you're able to do the same thing, and you don't necessarily have to write anything. Even in the marketing, I'm going to show you how to get business to come to you. And again, the group, Publicity Rockstar, is designed just for that. It's going to generate leads for all of us. If you want to be able to see the Saturday video where I really get into how to charge and some of these other elements that we're talking about here, getting into further detail with these. And if you want to be on the Monday training especially, where you're going to learn how to make $400 to $1,300 fast, then you need to make that commitment that you're a part of this group, okay? And so here's what's happening. This is going to be made public, I don't know, maybe in a week or so. Whenever this website is actually done, this is going to be made public, and then people can join. But before we do that, we always want to have this pilot group, this group of people who are committed to helping me make this program great. I really need your help with this. First of all, honestly, I have too much business. I absolutely will give you business. There's just things I don't have time or interest in. I'll be able to give you that so that you can just handle that. The other thing is that I need your feedback. I need to know, what kind of training do you need? What kind of training do the agencies require? What kind of questions do you have? That's what's going to happen, okay? Adam, I know you said you wanted to do a podcast. This is going to make it really easy, because not only will you not have to worry about any of that technical element, you won't have to worry about promoting it, hosting it, or any of that kind of stuff. I own my own web servers, so that stuff is never an issue. And as far as the training on Saturday and Monday, Monday is going to be in the evening, Saturday is going to be in the afternoon, but they're going to be recorded. The only way you can get them, though, is if you're in the pilot program. So you got to be in the pilot program to get the recording. So everything, all future trainings will be recorded. All future trainings will be made available to you guys. So you don't have to worry if I miss that training. It's not a problem. Also, I am going to personally be available from now through Monday for you guys one-on-one. At any time you can call me and you can answer any questions. I will help you figure out where to start, how to charge. You get access to me, and that in and of itself, if you know how much I charge for coaching and consulting, you'll know that that's a steal, that you're getting that for free, complimentary. And all week, I'm going to work with you to get to that $400, $1,300, whatever your goal is. We'll make sure that you get that. I will work with you and walk you through the steps. So I'm going to give you training step by step, exactly what to do, and then I'm going to help you with those steps. But this is only for pilot members. That's why I kept saying there can only be 20 people. Some people think that's like a marketing gimmick, like, oh, there's only 20 available. Oh, but you can really take as many as you want. No, I can't, because, you know, if you pay attention to my page, you guys know my wife has cancer. You know that I run my businesses. You know that I'm a pastor. I have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, just like you. But that's the good thing, because you have 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, which means if I can do it in my time frame, you can do it in your time frame. And I'm going to give you everything that you need so that you can do it and you can be successful with it. Okay? So you got two options here if you're going to be serious about this. You need to sign up, and the cost is going to be really simple. It's $249 setup, and then it's $249 a month. But for the pilot program only, I'm basically going to triple or quadruple what you do. So you pay $249 setup, and then you pay the first month. I have two programs, a 3-month program and the 1-year program. If you sign up for the 3-month program, all you have to do is pay the $249 and your first month. And that's it. Your next 2 months are free. You will not have to pay. You're in the 3-month pilot program. Everything that we offer, you'll see first. Everything that we have, you'll get first. You'll get the deepest discounts available that other people won't have, and you'll get special trainings and access that nobody else will have. If you say, I'm all in on this, it's something I want to do full time, then you can get in on the year pilot, and then you just pay for the 3 month. You pay for $249 setup, and then you pay for 3 months, and I'll give you the year at no additional charge, which means you get 9 months for free. So you can either do 3 months and you only pay for 1 month, or you can do 12 months but only pay for 3 months, plus your $249 setup. That's how you get on the Saturday training call or the recording. That's how you get on the Monday training call or the recording. If 20 people sign up tonight, then that's it. It's closed, and we're going to focus on building your businesses, and we're going to get the people, we're going to work on building that group so that more people can come in and so that we all get customers. I am not going to take any customers from that group. I'm going to leave those customers for you guys in the pilot group. That's the purpose of this, right? I have ways that I get customers, and I'm going to teach you those ways to even go outside and do that. If you are serious about this and in your group, then there's really going to be some special things made available for you. But it's for serious people, guys. If you're looking for a way to add value to the marketplace, if you're looking for a way to really get in this media and publicity, there's so much that I can teach you. I got involved in media in 1982. That's when I first started dealing with advertisement and media. I've been on stages. I was 2 years old, actually, in 1976. The first time I was in a TV commercial. So I'm very comfortable in front of the camera. I've been doing this stuff for a long, long time. I have a long track record. There's stuff that I've probably forgotten that other people don't know. But I can tell you that nobody is willing to share their business with you the way that I am. And I can tell you I've been selling business opportunities for a while. I wonder if Will's on here. Will, I don't know if I recall, we met back in 2010 or 11 when I was setting up people with their own YouTube view business. And do you remember what that cost, Will? I don't know if you remember what the cost of that was, for me to teach a person and how to set them up with their business and give them all the training that they need. I'll give you a chance to think about that because Dave has a question. Or 500 now plus 249 May and June. Okay, so for the 3 months, to be clear, yes, David, you pay 249 setup. Everybody pays that setup fee. And then the normal program, people are going to pay 249 each month, but you're just going to pay the first month. And then you're not going to pay anything for the next 2 months. So you'll be in for 90 days in the program just for spending for 1 month. That's it. And then no matter how we change the pricing, because I have a feeling we're going to go up significantly, that you won't have to pay. Yep, that's right. It was $15,000, Will. It was $15,000. It was actually 15 to 25K. So depending on when they purchased, the early bird special was $15,000, and then it was up to $25,000. So that's how I normally do business opportunities, guys. I don't ever do anything where people pay me a couple $100 because I charge more than that for an hour of my time. I'm not bragging. I'm just sharing with you the facts of my business, right? And so this is something that I really believe in. I really believe if we can get a good group with this, we all will benefit from this. You guys are going to end up being mentors to the new people that sign up. You guys are going to be the first people to get the new business that comes in. So I'm counting on you guys to help me make this right by saying, Mo, you know what? This part is good. This part's not good. This is garbage. Don't do that anymore. Mo, this is great. We need more of that. Mo, you know what you don't have? We need this. That's what I need from you guys. And the fact that we're a co-op. We are pooling our resources. Think about this. When we have 1,000 people in here, we have quite a large buying capacity that makes us a force in media. There are television networks that we can get involved with and present them with the news. I mean, this becomes really, really huge. So for the year, David, you would pay for the 3 months. So it would be $249 setup, and then you pay 3 months $249, right? You pay all that at once, and then you have the rest of the year available for free. For 9 months, there's no more charge for you. You don't have any more monthly fee, okay? Guys, you're going to get things for free. In fact, in the pilot program, no matter whether you sign up for 3 months or whether you sign up for 12 months, you are going to get the news releases on the premium level. You're going to get 2 of those for free. So rather than paying $35, you're going to get 2 of those per month for free. So that means that that's just money in your pocket that I'm doing this so you can get your feet wet, and you can charge whatever you want. If you want to do it for free for your customer, then you can do it free for your customer. You want to charge them $500, $5,000, it doesn't matter what you charge. It's free to you, okay? Also, the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to issue a news article, right? So you're going to be listed in this news article. We're going to do a Huffington Post article. We're going to do a book. You're going to be added in all these things. So we're going to give you the kind of credibility that you need. You're going to say in your mind, well, nobody really knows me. I'm new to this. I haven't done this before. How are people going to do business with me? I don't have your experience, Mo. I don't have these fancy websites. Yeah, that's okay because we're going to give it to you. You're going to be able to point to somebody and say, here, look, this is me in the local ABC. Here, look, this is the best-selling book that I'm listed in. Here, look, here's me on BuzzFeed. Here's me on Huffington Post. The very thing that we do for customers, you're going to have done for you. And that is going to give you the credibility you need so that people say, wow, he did it for himself. He can clearly do that for me. She did it for herself. She can clearly do that for me. So this is how it works, guys. You can pay by check, We actually, just like when you make a bank deposit these days, you can just take a picture of your check. You can pay us by check, which is the preferred method. But you also can do credit card. We'll give you an authorization form. This is how you get started. You send me an email, igrowyourbiz@gmail.com. I'll type that into chat. And what you'll do is tell me whether you want the 3-month or whether you want the 12-month. Or you can hit me on Facebook if we're Facebook friends. And let me know which one you want. Let me know how you're going to pay, by check or credit card. We'll get you taken care of tonight. I anticipate that tonight we'll have 20. But if we don't, I will post this up as a recording, and I'll let this go through till Monday. And if only one person is signed up, I mean, several of you have already said, I'm interested. Yeah, I'm in. Okay, great. 3 months, 12 months, great. So we're definitely going to have people in this group. But however many are in, then that's it. They're in. That's going to be the core group. And this is not going to be made publicly available until we have a lot more stuff that most people need. You guys are here because you're early adopters. You're here because you're serious, because I don't need to show you 18 different brochures. I don't have to, you guys understand what's what. You know me. You've seen what I've done for my customers, or somebody's referred you who has. So let's get this going, guys. I'm going to put this in here, my email address, igrowyourbiz@gmail.com. Send me an email, say I'm in, and what you're going to do is tell me whether you want the 3-month or the 12-month, how you're going to pay, by check or credit card, and then and your phone number, okay? Because I will answer any further questions that you have, and we'll get you set up and get you going, and then you'll start seeing changes in the group right away. We'll recognize you in the group. We'll recognize you in the news. We'll start working on the book. We will talk to you and see what areas you want to do. You're going to have one-on-one access to me. That's really the big thing about being in this pilot, is your access to me. Honestly, that's why this is valuable. Everybody else is just going to be getting recordings and talking to my assistants and things of that nature. You guys have my cell phone. Say, hey, Mo, I'm about to talk to this client, or Mo, I'm talking to this customer. They have a lot of questions I don't have answers to. No problem. I'll help you close the deal. When you win, I win. When I win, you win. We all win together. And that's really this. If you've never been a part of a co-op, then it may seem a little strange, but I can tell you it is always a good thing. Think of it like an investment club, right? I might only have $10,000 to put into the club, but if I get my $10,000, right, and I get with 100 other people, well, now we got $1 million that we can invest, right, which is what we want to do. So we want to have that kind of power that we all can work together. So igrowyourbiz@gmail.com. Are there any questions about anything that I've said? You can hit *6 if you want to talk direct through the phone, or you can hit you can type it into chat, or you can raise your hand into the Q&A area. Any questions at all? I'm transparent. There's not a question you can ask me that I won't answer. Let me know. Got some emails coming in. I see. So, guys, I am excited about this. I'm excited about where this is going and how this is going to really, really facilitate for you a change. Because if you already have a business, it's going to help you help your customers in a way that you haven't been able to help them before. But especially if this is your first business or this is a new business, man, this is going to do all the things that you needed to do. It's going to help you build that wealth and do those things that you really want to do. So, igrowyourbiz@gmail. Guys, if you have any questions, *6. We're going to end this out. So if you have questions, now is the time to ask. Got people in for a year. All right, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Congratulations. Welcome to Publicity Rockstar, in for 3 months. All right. Welcome. Glad to have you. Thanks for the email. Okay. So, yep, hit me on Facebook, hit me on email. Last chance here, guys, for a live question asked. I can't believe you guys don't have any questions. Nobody has any questions. *6. You can talk live or type it into chat or raise your hand. If not, we will end this. igrowyourbiz@gmail, guys, or hit me on Facebook. We can get rocking and rolling. Happy to have you. We got some really cool stuff happening. I'm going to go over more things in depth on the recording for Saturday that will really go over what we're doing now and talk about some future things, what you can expect here in the next 30 days, as well as what you can expect over the course of the year. And then I will, again, each of you, I want to speak with everyone who signs up personally one-on-one. Make sure that you know exactly where you want to be and how you want to approach this. So this is good, guys. I'm liking this. I'm enjoying this. I love my job. I really do. I love my job. I love my customers. And I love this right here that's happening. I have so much freedom as a result of this, because this is not a punch in, punch out kind of situation. The output that you get versus the limited input that you put in is just amazing. It really, really is amazing. So if you guys want to hit me, you have my information. If you want to get started, several people have already said that they're ready to rock and roll right now. So there are only 20 slots available. I can tell you that combination of web and telephone, there are more than that on this call. If that doesn't, then I'll go ahead and I'll post up this recording, which means that if you are actually listening to this as a recording, then there's still an opportunity if you don't waste time. After, by the time we get to Monday morning, we're done. It's closed off. Nobody else can get into the pilot program, no matter how many are actually in at that moment. So thank you, guys. I appreciate you. God bless you guys. Have a great evening. And remember to picture your success.